Ladies and gentlemen, this is an article that came out in US News, January 23rd, 2019. I had someone send me an article saying that, oh, yeah, the IRS said the tax refunds are going out. They're not going out, y'all. They're not going out. They're telling these IRS workers they don't even have to show up for work if they don't want to. Okay, so the ones that were told they had to work while others went on furlough, they're not even showing up for work. So there's no possible way tax refunds are going out. IRS employees are missing work, may hamper tax season. So hundreds of IRS employees are refusing to show up for work, citing a clause in their union contract that allows absences in the face of hardship caused by a shutdown. So they are not even showing up for work. So there is no way these tax refunds are going out. By the time they get back to work and get everything up and running, do you know you may not see a tax refund until the end of this year or even the beginning of 2019. They're behind. So I won't be holding my breath for a long time. Hundreds of IRS workers are skipping work during the partial government shutdown, taking advantage of a part of their union contract that allows them to miss work if a shutdown causes them hardship, while other employees are bowing out of work in a coordinated effort to protest the ongoing shutdown, union leaders say. The absences could have been a substantial impact on tax season, which kick off at the end of January. The Trump administration last week recalled some 4,600 workers from furlough, most of whom will be required to work unpaid, to process tax filings and refunds in effort to lessen the shutdown impact on citizens' lives. But the absences could delay those refunds. Trust me, they will. Okay, if there's a clause in their union contract that says they don't have to show up for work, and they can claim hardship because they're missing paychecks. So yeah, they're within their right to make that claim. More and more workers are calling out because of hardship incurring by the shutdown, according to the Washington Post, which first reported the absences. Federal workers stand to miss their second paycheck soon, which is Friday. Okay, so Friday will be paycheck number 2 not received by these federal workers. And stories have emerged of employees taking side jobs, selling possessions, and setting up online fundraisers to try to make ends meet while not being paid. A section in the IRS workers union contract gives them permission to miss work during a shutdown because of hardships like gas cost or child care fees, the Post reported. The National Treasury Union, which represents the IRS workers, was not able to give the Post a count of absent workers, but reporters found that the absences were widespread. A union chapter president in Kansas City said as many as 75%, roughly 4,000 furlough workers in the area could qualify for hardship leave. Another union chapter president in Andover, Massachusetts, said that more than 100 employees did not plan on coming to work, citing the hardship exemption. Tony Reardon, the union national president, told the Post that staffers from California to Atlanta wouldn't be showing up for work, citing financial difficulties. Those summoned back to work without pay are also those most likely to feel the pinch of one or two missed paychecks. IRS workers called back to work, making between $25,800 and $51,000 a year, depending on seniority, according to the Post. Still more employees are expected to refuse to show up to work out of protest, Reardon told the paper. Federal agencies across the country have reported mass absences and impacted work performance as a result of shutdown. Now, we already know about the TSA agents that have been calling out in high numbers, and the lines are getting longer and longer at the airport. Okay. In fact, there are some airport terminals closing because they don't have TSA agents to inspect the lines. Guards at prisons, the federal prisons, are also calling out sick, as are meat inspectors. Remember, I told y'all food was not being inspected? All right, so now you got the meat inspectors calling out as well. Trump signed legislation last week guaranteeing that all federal workers who were furloughed, in addition to those who continue to work unpaid, will receive back pay when the impasse is resolved. But you know what? That's really no good to them now. You got to understand that back pay is not even given to these workers until the shutdown is over. So as long as the shutdown is going on, they are receiving nothing. They can't take care of anything in their lives right now. On Tuesday, the FBI Agents Association said the shutdown is threatening national security and slowing investigations. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those checks will not be going out if the majority of these IRS workers are calling out. That means that those tax returns that are being done are going to be just sitting there for an eternity until they get back to work. And I actually have an article that I'm going to be doing after this one that says that the shutdown is expected to be longer than expected, according to the Trump administration. So this is not a good time for anything right now in the country. And as I stated before, anything that's happening in the federal government will always trickle down to the public. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.